Yep.
Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast where sports and combos collide. I am your host, the Cobra.
I'm your host, Mo Money.
I am your host, aka O, aka L Dog, aka I am in the building. What's poppin', fellas?
What's poppin'? To the No Cap viewers and listeners, if you haven't noticed, we have a very, very special guest in the house tonight, and we're excited to chop it up with this gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Around these parts, we call him a trainer extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look. So we gonna rap to him. We gonna pick his brain, and we gonna absorb it all in today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hey, yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Great man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you, OG. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Hey, look, I want to start it off first, man. I got to flip the hat to the back, man. It could be me. Hey, this gentleman has known me since I probably was about 12, maybe 12, 10 years old. I was playing little league football and followed my career, and we followed each other's career all the way up. He always was the OG, giving me knowledge, giving my partner in crime on the football field, Isaac Williams, knowledge, and to see his vision go from where he started to where it is now, it's a beautiful thing. And I just want to let all our listeners and viewers know, give him the right intro. You know, even though my cousin Kobe tried, it was terrible. I want to give my OG the right intro. So all our listeners and viewers, we like to welcome the one, the only, my man, my OG, Mr. Myron. Yeah, we got that shit out of the way.
Hey, Myron, hold up. Hey, Myron, if he weren't introducing you, I would have got him up out of there. He would have been off that screen real quick.
You already know, but no, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show, brother.
You know what's crazy? Omar said it's crazy because I was in high school. I'm not that much older than him, right? But I was in high school as a freshman when he was playing youth league. I was helping coach, right? But what was crazy is that I was close to their age, you know what I'm saying? And they still listen to me as if I was an older coach.
Yes,
so it's kind of funny looking back at that, you know what I mean? And appreciation one, but then to see fast forward to where we are today in reference to the mutual respect that we have for one another. You know what I mean? That's my little bro. Love him, you know it. And when he called me, man, it was a no-brainer. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah. Man, let's get right into it, man. Myron, tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about your background, you know, what got you into training. Also let them know a little bit about, you know, your football career. You know what I mean? You playing in college, killing, playing at North Carolina Central. There he is. And playing at North Carolina Central, doing your thing, having great success there. Just tell us a little bit about your background and stuff like that, and get our listeners and viewers caught up, and give them a little bit about your history and the things that you did and what got you in the space of the training aspect of things.
Right. As it pertains to, you know, my fitness and, you know, what's now performance, to be honest with you. When we was growing up, there was no such thing. You know what I mean? There was no performance coach. There was no trainer. You know what I'm saying? You had your coach, or you worked out on your own and tried to figure it out, or you mimic what you saw.
Yes, sir.
I think for me, always having a passion for the body in reference to, you know, what it could do. You know, always was kind of a bookworm in reference to, like, when it came to training. You know, always looking at bodybuilding and stuff like that. Was always infatuated with the gym, and that in that sense as a youngin. So, you know, when I got into high school, fortunately, man, for me, I had great coaches too. You know what I mean? I had great coaches. Coach Dick Mantell at Paint Branch, he was a former bodybuilder, but he kind of introduced the foundation for us in reference to how to properly warm up, strength training program. And then because he's a bodybuilder, he was big on nutrition. So you're talking about early 90s, being in high school, And I'm going to kind of run these two things in together with your question, because
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that's how I run. So in high school, you figure I'm learning these things. I'm seeing my coach eat raw tuna fish, raw tomatoes. To us, that was disgusting, right? But fast forward now, it's like, oh, he was on to something, right? And his healthy eating, always bought his lunch, and just following those guidelines. But then again, having opportunity, having success in high school, and then moving into college to North Carolina Central, HBCU. We didn't have much. You know what I mean? We just didn't have access to what you have at these Power 5 schools. But at the same time, I learned real quick, what I'm saying? Don't complain about what you have. Appreciate what you have and make the best of what you got. So there was
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of stuff that we did have, taking advantage of it. So while I was there, I lived off campus, and I was actually assistant strength and conditioning coach, while playing. So I was kind of a player's coach. But at the same time, I had my own place, three of my roommates, but there was a gym down the street from me called the Hall of Fitness. And a great mentor of mine, I'm gonna shout him out. His name is Wayne Hall.
Wow.
He is the head strength coach at Shaw University now in Raleigh area. But he had a gym called the Hall of Fitness. I remember going in there because I was always trying to do stuff off the schedule, even then, on things that can improve me. He saw something in me, but he had some knowledge to put into me. It was my first vision and glimpse to see something that I was passionate about. But then I saw him, and I'm seeing somebody that owns the gym, that's in good shape, that's enjoying life. He was working the protein bar. He was cleaning up. He was doing everything, but he was happy. And it kind of was my first vision to be like, man, that's what I want to do. I want to have my own facility. I
Wow.
want to train kids. I want to teach kids the same things he's teaching me, but then also add the element of the experience of me playing. He didn't play football. He was a
Right.
bodybuilder.
Right.
So I wanted to create my own philosophy in the sense of things that I went through in my life to help other people. So, even in college, man, I was trying to figure out, okay, how I'm eating right. I met a nutrition in Durham, North Carolina. She kind of was the first person that took me through the grocery store, taught me how to grocery shop, how to read labels. Oh, you know this, man. This is really ahead of the time. You're talking about 1995, 96
Yes, sir.
at this time.
Yes, sir.
Couple that nutrition to training with Wayne. Now he's teaching me how many grams of protein I need, right? How many complex carbs I need, what complex carbs are for. All of these things compass that into the fact I saw myself improving as a player. It was a no-brainer. It really became a lifestyle. So fast forward, get an opportunity out of college to play in the CFL. You know what I mean? Had my opportunity, signed with Montreal, went on to British Columbia, and I played running back. Ain't doing too much running in Canada.
Not at all.
Coming from North Carolina Central you had to prove it. It's not like what kids have today. You know what I mean? You had to do everything except run on the moon to get an
Yes,
opportunity
sir.
in the NFL coming from an HBCU.
Yes, sir.
So getting that opportunity when my career ended, mind you, I was training while I was playing. So my off season, I wasn't making no money. My first contract was $32,000. And I had to work. So I was training. I'm watching people following me around the gym. I'm like, okay, we got something. And then my first client was Vernon Davis. He was a freshman at Maryland University. When I say first client, I mean my first client in athletics.
Right. If your first client that can pay you what give you that really
He
put
couldn't
it on
pay.
the book.
He ain't had no money. He was broke.
Oh, this is when he was at
He was
University of
number 8
Maryland.
freshman. He was number 87. Y'all didn't
Oh,
know who
this is when he
Vernon
was at
was.
okay, he was in college. Okay.
You ain't know who Vernon was, but mutual friend put us together, right? Now, we get to training. He's seeing the difference, and he's working outside of the program because he's learning himself individually. I'm taking him to Whole Foods. What am I doing? I'm doing the same thing, all the things I've been taught. What the nutritionist teaching me, right? I'm taking him to chiropractic care, massage therapy. I'm taking him to Bikram yoga. I'm exposing him to all these things that I had an opportunity to be exposed to leading up just to see if it worked with the philosophy. So then he started improving, changed his number. Well, anyway, junior year, he was number 6 pick in the draft. He bought his brother his sophomore year in high school, Vontae Davis, rest in peace.
God rest in peace.
But he was just a sophomore. So now you got a brother who's learning what Big Bro learned already in college. He already in high school. Fast forward there, he played 3 years in college. He's top 20. He's 25th pick in the draft, first round. That ain't happened by osmosis. And then once that happened, it was a really it's been. It was Marvin Austin. It was Josh Morgan. It was Nate. It started going down the line into what we have today, man. And it all stemmed, to be honest with you, it was never about preparing them for sports, bro. It was because we never looked at the league when we were in high school. We didn't aspire to go to the league in high school. We didn't aspire to go to the NFL in college.
Not at all.
It just happened at the end, and we got our opportunity. So it's more so getting them prepared in the sense to say, look, man, take care of yourself, bro. At the end of the day, because you're going to have to wear this life jersey way longer than you put this jersey on. So whenever they get drafted, you know what I mean, I'm kind of seem like the hater because I tell them, man, you're at the end. You ain't at the beginning.
Facts.
Because most of them have played since they were 5, 6 years old. You already played 15 years of football. What's the chance of you playing 15 more years of football?
Oh, man.
So you're going to finish young. I don't care when you stop playing. You're going to finish this game young. And now, how you going to wear this life jersey? So when you make it about yourself, your health and wellness, and not about ball, when football over, you're able to really transition smooth.
Nice.
You got the right mindset. You got the right focus. You can see things clearly. You ain't on drugs. You ain't going through depression. You ain't making all these wild decisions with your money and so forth. So not to say they don't make mistakes, but at the end of the day, you're strong enough to bounce back from them, man. So we just been blessed. To be honest with you, man, just having the right people, having the right kids that buy into what we're trying to teach, man.
Nice. So Myron, just from listening to you, I think I already know the answer to this question that I have for you. But in being an elite trainer or elite athlete or even an elite employee at a job that you work at, there's always that something that separates you from other people. So in your opinion, can you tell us what separates you from other trainers? What makes you the cream of the crop?
I mean, modest and humbly, like I don't even use the word elite training. I don't use celebrity. I ain't no celebrity trainer, right? All these people are people before they start. You don't know them to be celebrities until they get there. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, to be honest with you, I've always trained them around regular people. Oh, I tell you, we've never created this elite status, putting them in a threshold or a higher threshold. Stephon Diggs trained right next to a kid who played high school football. Vernon Davis will train next to a kid who's trying to go into college, or a kid that's not that good, that's working to be better, or somebody that's not even trying to be in the league, that's just in the gym. So I think what separates me, and I know what separates me for sure, is the fact that everything that I'm teaching, I'm doing. I'm talking about every day, not 8 weeks to prepare for a combine, or I'm doing it for a short stint. Nah, this is my lifestyle, and they keep me going, right? I can't do this. I gotta practice what I'm preaching. I can't. The minute I can't do what I'm asking people to do, I'm out, man. You know what I mean? So for me, I think that probably separates me. I'd be willing. If you be hard pressed to find somebody who have put the amount of work, daily work in, day in and day out for the amount of years that we've been able to do this stuff. Like I'm 30 years plus. You know what I mean? This wasn't even a thing. Like there was no sports performance facilities. There was no sports. Now you got sports performance facilities all over the country. Everybody specialized in all these things. It wasn't even that. So we kind of, for real, pioneers. in a sense, but we weren't pioneers in a sense just to sports. Because none of us, most of us, I didn't make it pro. But who listened to me? Pro. So, and I went to a black college. I didn't go to a Power 5 school. And I'm proud to say that. And it don't matter. I'm okay walking in my walk. But at the end of the day, the work speaks for itself. It is what it is. Come in here and find out. Yeah. It's simple.
No way. Go ahead, Money Mo. I know you got something for.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna switch gears on it a little bit. Being that you are a former running back and you see where the position is headed today, why do you think the position is devalued for where it used to be?
It's devalued. It's devalued now, even at the youth league level. Running back was the position, right? Everybody wanted to be a running back, even if you weren't a running back. When everybody went to youth league practice, there was a full line of everybody trying to be running back because we mimicked what we saw. You had to have a good running back. That's what the NFL was based off. That's what college football was based off. That's what successful youth league and high school teams were based off. You had to have a good running back. What happened is the game kind of has changed at the youth league level where it's not foundationally as physical anymore and it's trickling up to each level. So now everybody wants to play what? Wide receiver, quarterback. It's more wide receivers that play. The running back position is also, I tell people, oh, no, this because he played it, is that you can't compare any running backs. They're like fingerprints. So as good as they are, there's no running back that you can compare. Even in the draft, you can compare, certain players, they compare players. They be like, oh, he's like Calvin Johnson, or he's like, you can't compare running backs. Eric Dickerson was good, but totally different from Marshall Faulk. Emmitt Smith was great, totally different from O.J. Simpson, Barry Sanders. All great backs. It's totally different. So also what's happened too, the running back position was such a callous position. When I say callous, I'm talking about you had to be the most in shape and physical. My coach used to tell me, look, man, you're the only position that's going to get hit twice. So your body got to be strong. He said, by the person that hit you in the ground, because they got to make sure you're down. Damn. So you got some position. Omar move the corner. He might not touch the ground in a game. So
hey, can't touch the ground. Hey, big bro, I ain't touching the ground, and if I got it my way, I'm not touching nobody. I'm intercepting. Hey, look, I'm intercepting.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, Money Mo, intercept, bat down. Hey, look, almost. Hey, man, you must have missed the show. Hey, almost lost my best friend for telling me to try to tackle somebody. I ain't speak that. Look, I ain't speak that motherfucker right there for almost 6 months. Shit, no way.
But nah, listen, the running back is and these running backs now, back we played, ain't no coming out. Because you didn't want nobody to take your bump. The best back come out. They're subbing themselves out. I want to say somebody said something on a talk show about that. Basically, they devalue themselves.
Yeah.
You let somebody else come get your bump. You running back by committee. Wasn't no running back by committee. I'm the starter till I get tired or get hurt. Then you come in. That's what's happened, man. You know what I mean? And the game is not as physical anymore. The run angles are different. You had a lot of I formation, a lot of pro, a lot of power sets. But now it's all zone read. It's angled. There's no lead blocker on the linebacker. So everybody's trying to be deceptive and getting the running back in space, catching. He's really a glorified wide receiver. So that's where the game is, man, and that's where it's changed. So it's changed at the youth league level. And fortunately for me, I get the whole lens, so I see it all. I see the babies, I see the high school, I see the college, and I see the league. So I'm probably one of the rare few people who get to see the grassroots of the whole entire lens when it comes to football. Everybody else kind of has their own lens on where they are. So I see it.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead,
If
Paul.
that answer your question.
Thank you.
Who me?
What's going on, fellas?
What's
Hey,
happening, big
Hold on,
smoke?
What's going on, Myron?
What's up, big bro? How you feeling, man? You good?
Man, I'm good, man. I ain't making no noise, man.
Good to see
I'm,
you.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just in here, hearing all this, North Carolina Central. You keep doing that, North Carolina Central, North Carolina Central. You know, it's this. Y'all got a big game this week. Oh, the Aggie Eagles last week, huh?
No. No. We played. We lost to Carolina.
Yeah, but
Tar
the
Heels.
Aggie Eagle this weekend there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna punt
okay.
the
How you
bag.
feel about that? How you feel about your
I feel
mom?
great.
Hey, did
I
you?
feel great about my mom. The head coach is my former roommate, my
Mhm.
teammate. So he's doing a great job down there in North Carolina Central. And real
Salute.
quick, to be honest with you, we the only university in the country. Head coach, football coach, alumni, same time. Head basketball coach, alumni, same time. Head track coach, alumni, same time. Athletic director, alumni, same time.
Ooh.
Hey,
Salute.
was
Got
you at
something to look
Central with
forward.
Mo Ware?
I was with Mo.
You
Mo
was
was
with
a
Mo?
senior when I got there. Mo was
Okay.
a senior. Yeah. Great player.
Mhm.
Dog. Dog.
Yeah. So my I have a question. So in a 30+ year career that you've been training, what are
Yeah.
some of the lessons you learned? Some mistakes you may have made, and how'd you learn from that?
Uh mistakes. I don't know. I don't know if I even use that word. You know, I just always move on God's time. So it's like everything is happening for a reason. So it ain't really no mistake. It's just a kind of a lesson learned. Like I don't believe in failure. I just believe in figuring it out. You know what I mean? Ain't no such thing as failure. Who told you it was a win in the first
I
place?
just
You know what I
asked
mean?
him
Ain't nobody keeping score.
tonight.
So
You gonna do it
it
right now?
ain't no mistakes. I would say to a young guy coming in the industry or whatever wants to get into it, or looking at, okay, we train all these NFL, NBA, and all these professional athletes, right? And they want to do it, but they want to fast forward things.
Mhm.
It's like they want to get the certification and the degree, and they want to all already be training pros, right? And my thing would be develop one, make a pro first. When you make a pro, then you proven. You ain't proving nothing training somebody who's already a pro. All you did was put together a workout. Anybody can put together a routine. Can you develop a person and a player and help their character, help build their confidence? Now you're talking about development, and do you do the work?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
I
I
do
would
the work
tell.
besides leg day. On leg day, no, I'm not doing the work. Let me tell you something, man. I came
Never. He
back,
never
man, in the
did. He
off
hated
season.
legs.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. I came back in that off season, man, and I was training. I used to go up to Howard, and the OG say, man, I'm really starting to get into this training. And he's like, man, I want you to come fuck with me. So I said, shit, yeah, I'm with it. Let me know, what it is. Shit, I'm always about that smoke. What we doing? One-on-ones? What we doing? Upper? What we doing? Shoulders, arms? I get in that drum up and say, nah, we doing legs today. I said, well, hold on now, bro. Hold on, bro. I said, I'm apply. Hey, Money Moss, I'm more of a plyometric guy, man. Hey, look. That motherfucker put me through one leg workout back in 2000. That probably was '07. Oh, I think everybody after my '03 or something like that. Maybe
Yeah,
my second
yeah,
year up
yeah,
top.
yeah,
And
yeah.
shit, we just went that. But see, and not it go back to what he said. We ain't go to no training facility.
Mm-mm.
I didn't go to Howard. I didn't go, man. We went to a regular at the time, they might have been a Bally's Fitness or whatever fitness little gym.
Sports and health.
Sport and health. And we sat in that joint and we worked out for probably, but I'm talking about, we worked out for about an hour and a half, but we stayed in that motherfucker for about 3-4 hours because I couldn't leave after that leg workout. I kept it a buck. And I said, no, I said, I will never. Hey, we agree on everything else. Everything else we agree, disagree. But them workouts, I say, ain't no way. No.
I've been kicked out of more gyms than the years I've been training, man.
Wow.
As you should. But let's transition a little bit. Tell the folks a little bit about what you got going on now. So before we transition all the way, we would love to have you stay on the show, man. Talk some shit with us about the sports if you can.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I love that. I'm with you.
So tell them a little bit about right now, and then at the end, I'll let you tell them a little bit about what you got going on as far as the big, the big surprise for everybody with the, I'm gonna let you tell them that. But tell a little bit of people about one, where you at right now, what you got going on with 360 Fit, because also shout out, hold on for a second, fellas, hold on. Wait a minute. Shout out to another one of my OGs, Money Mo, the Hammer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what I mean is Myron has been in it 30 years, and Hammer been right next to him for 30 years.
Okay.
The only difference is Hammer ain't doing no social. He barely on social media. He ain't been on, but he goes for real. You understand?
Yeah.
But when I mean one of the most genuine people, right? One of the most genuine people. He know what he talk about and can really bump. Man, shout out to my man. The Hammer, salute, Mike. Man, I love you, brother. And we gonna get him on the show because everybody got their different aspects of stuff. But we gonna get him on the show. I just want to say that real quick. But yeah, just and Danny, my little cuz Danny, and the whole Gummy Bears for Life movement. I want you to tell the people though a little bit about what you got going on now with the 360 Fit, and a little bit about not only are you do your sports performance, but you all have a great movement that you're going with some of your young coaches doing just the running thing that you have up at Paint Branch High School, I think. The run stuff and just all the little things that you have going on with your company 360 Fit. Let our people, let our listeners and viewers know a little bit about that.
Right now, we've been here in Columbia at sharing space at Top Tier in Columbia since just about COVID. So it's been a blessing for us to be here because it's been our first time really to have an opportunity to even really market. And like O said, Mike, also known as Hammer, we've been training together for years, even when he played. So, it ain't been a whole lot of people that we've added because at the end of the day, the gang initiation over here is you got to do the work. You know what I mean? So we've grown a bit when we've added some great guys, man, the great character guys, but also have bought into the work themselves to help clients help themselves too and their families. So guys like Benny Marshall, Tata and Joker, Jesse's on staff. We got about six guys that we have now, man, that are with us, that are really bought in. But these are also guys that I've trained.
Yes,
sir. Former players. They really understand the culture and the lifestyle. And one thing I can appreciate is that, like you said, Mike's his own man. I'm my own man. Each of them are their own men, right? And I never want to take that creativity away from them. That's why the brand starting out was 360 Fit and Performance. 360 meaning circumference, everything. The word fit first. Performance never had anything to do with sports. Your performance is whatever you do, but you got to be fit first to do it.
Amen.
Perform at a high level. I don't care what it is.
Amen.
And I'm saying that to say the foundation of the brand is the foundation. Creatively, who you are as a person, you're supposed to be that within the brand. Everybody's their own brand at the end of the day. There's some people that come up here to ask for me. There's some people that come up here to ask for Mike. And that's okay. We can't train. I can't train everybody, but we, not me, we a real team. So we like Voltron in a sense. And what we've been able to do is communicate, meet on things, what makes sense, do things outside the box. Like Coach Ty's done a great job where he's created this run club at Paint Branch High School, where he went, where I went, to bring the community back together. People just met, moving, creating this whole health initiative where it's grown to where he started out with 30 people. Now he got over 100 people there. You know, so all of the programs that we've been able to incorporate here, we're taking with us when we leave. You know what I mean? But it's been good, man. We got a great team of people, man. It start with their character first, man, and who they are. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Money Mo.
Man, so being that your clients are like a ball of clay, do one particular client come to mind that from the time that you met them to where they are now that you could say, man, I did that or we did that together? What client would that be?
Man, it's a lot. Jeez.
Well, shit.
Huh?
Well, tell us a couple of them real quick then. Shit.
I mean, listen. I'm gonna tell you the best, one of the best stories, bro, for us. And this is in football. We trained Tavon Wilson, man. Tavon Wilson went to H.D. Wilson High School, South Dakota.
Yeah.
During a tumultuous time in the city, you know what I mean? You're talking about 2007, 2006, 8, you know what I mean? During that time.
Yeah, pull me know.
So he was a kid that I trained. Now, mind you, I'm working all the way in Silver Spring. Y'all know demographically, I'm in downtown Silver Spring. These boys coming from Southeast to train. They finding a way.
Metro.
Right?
Everything.
And getting there on time, right? So I'm working. Now, mind you, I've trained him through high school. I'm just going to fast forward the story. He gets a scholarship to Illinois. He played Illinois all 4 years, but he all over the field. He a jack of all trades, master of none. Safety, linebacker, strong safety, free safety, corner. He gets to his pro day opportunity. Man, I got a bag of agent to sign him. You know, he doesn't have a grade. No, he had a free agent grade. No combine invite. No all-star game invite. Nobody wanted to put no money on him, right? But I was looking at him as the person. I was like, hey, nah, he different. He getting the camp. He gonna make the team. So I'm trying to sell this to the agent. He's coming back reluctant. Finally, he gave in, right? He said, I'm gonna pay for his training. He needed 9 weeks. He only paid 6 weeks. Mind you, Tavon lived here, so I wanted him to be here without being home. No distractions. So he lived in Columbia. Put him up at an extended suites. Had his food set up, training schedule set up. Did everything we asked him to do. Day by day, right? He get to the pro day. He goes to pro day, that's all he had. Took his shirt off. When I say cut up, I mean chop. Ran fast, drills immaculate, did a great job, right? Comes back, we still got a brief time at the combine before the draft. This is the first year of the 3-day draft. This 2011, right? He come back, team start calling. Want him to come on visits. I'm like, okay, man, it's all right. But I'm thinking, okay, maybe 6th, 7th round, right? I told the agent, just pay for his rental car so he can get back and forth because he had to go back to his grandmother's house. Now, mind you, he lost his grandfather. This is somebody who lost his mother and father as a young child, lost his grandfather during the draft process.
Dang.
He driving back and forth to finish out the last 3 weeks. I'm training him on my dime. I ain't getting no money. You understand? So now he gets, we start getting on these visits. He go to the Chargers. At the time, North Turner was the coach. Now I remember all this. North Turner came back and said, man, ask me what jersey I want. I'm like, what jersey you want? That sounds like college. You know what I mean? That's like why would they ask you what jersey you want? You got free agent grade. He's like, no, I don't know. Went to the Ravens. He visited about 4 teams. I've been through this process. Oh, no, it don't mean nothing until you actually get drafted. So you can get all these calls and all these visits and all this love. Don't mean nothing until the day comes and it's over. Where are you at, right? So boom, first day of the draft. I ain't expecting to go first day. It's first round. It's second day, second round picks, right? I'm watching the draft on my laptop. My kids are young at the time. They watching Noggin. So they got the TV held up. I'm doing a little administration work, right? I'll never forget it. Troy Brown comes to the podium from the New England Patriots, says, in the second round, with the 58th pick, the New England Patriots select Tavon Wilson. Wow. So I couldn't even believe it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I filled up with emotion, kind of filled up with emotion now just thinking about it. But as soon as I came through a little bit, you know, my kids were like, what's wrong? You know, they don't understand. They just see me shed tears, but I'm calling him, he calling me. And it was, man, he crying, I'm crying, and we did it. You understand what I'm saying? And not only was it that, he was the new motivation for cats who was already having success.
Yes,
He
sir.
remotivated Vernon Davis that offseason. Everybody in 2011 offseason, Jaquel Jackson, Tahir Whitehead, Muhammad Wilkerson. I can go down the list. Josh
Go
Morgan.
down the list. Go down the list. Go.
Aurelius Ben. I'm talking about guys who were part of this off-season training. I'm leaving some guys out I know. When I tell you they tore the league up, Mind you, that was a lockout year. So we ain't know when we was going back to camp.
Yeah. All season was a lot longer than that time. No OTAs, no mini camps, no
nothing. Tavon Wilson starts, leads the New England Patriots in interceptions, wins the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots, retires after an 11-year career, has a nice family, kids, wife, living in North Carolina, doing great things. Sends kids to me in reference to training now. We still family. But it's that story. Because now you can't tell me anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you taking somebody from under the ground up. Like, that's why I'm not impressed when these places and, oh, know this. Because you train somebody who's ranked in the top 32 in the draft. He come train with you 8 weeks. But he's 23 years old. You ain't do nothing. Vontae Davis, and he know this, Vontae Davis could have been on Emerson Street and ate Oreo cookies for 8 weeks and ran 4.4 at the combine.
Look at Poom.
You ain't preparing him to be no pro. To how to be a pro. And again, man, that's just one inspirational story. You know what I'm saying? We got so many guys that have come through, you know, Cyrus Kwanjo, you know, guys who ain't never played football before, you know, #1 player in the country. And didn't even know how to teach him how to put his pads in his pants and how to buckle a chin strap.
Wow.
Start the conversation with this is a football.
Hey, Myron, I'm gonna give you funny. I had Tavon in my summer camp. He had him a summer job up Kenilworth.
Yeah.
Right before he started working out with you. Like I'm talking about here at HG. This might have been maybe his 10th, 11th grade. I don't remember what year, but he was like, man, I'm about to start working out with this dude. I said, Myron, that's my man. Good dude, solid. He gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, but he always was focused on You know what I'm saying? The bigger, like he was. I liked him because out of all them kids from HD, he was just a little bit different. You know what I'm
Right. But I'm
saying?
gonna tell you something, boom. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That era of those kids, they don't exist no more, man.
Listen, man. I'm in these. I'm in
Vontae
these seats with these
Davis,
kids, man.
Aurelius Ben, Marvin Austin, the Tavon Wilsons, those guys, man, got in cars and came from Dunbar Senior High School, no money. You know what I'm saying? And they paid me with appreciation because they showed up on time every day to work. That's all I needed. I ain't need no bread. I was never looking at them like, man, I'm gonna get y'all to the league and we about to be paid. Nah, it was more so and I tell you, I was just happy somebody was willing to listen and try what I was trying to make them do, and then see if it worked. That was my thing. Like, I'm gonna see if this stuff really works. Really do work.
One thing about when it comes to the business that we in, when it comes to being a performance coach, the biggest I got one of the biggest compliments in Myron has gotten this, I'm pretty sure as well. The biggest compliment you can get is a player saying, you know what, I trust you. And you gotta look at, well, what do you mean by that? Because this is something that this kid or this player, this is their dream, this is their job, this is how they feed their family. If they're an existing player, this is how they feed their family. Right. So I'm trusting you, right? I'm trusting you, Money Mo, with everything that you got, with all your knowledge to help me go out here and perform, whether it's to get that next contract, whether it's to stay in the league so I can finish the contract that I already have, whether it's to, maybe try to make the squad or whatever the case may be. Terrell Suggs told me that thing, threw me off the rest of the day for about 2 days. And I couldn't, and I had to ask him. I said, "Sis, why you say that? You done been you hardball and this person, that person." I said, "Oh, I trust you. I'm not working out. Yeah, I come to this training facility, but I'm not working out with nobody else. Maybe on a little shoulder or a little arm, but when it comes to legs or something important, run day or whatever, see, a guy has to trust you in order when it comes to that type of business. So the fact that you had all those guys, that's a testament to you.
That's a good point, because I'm gonna tell you, man, it don't matter where we go, bro. We could train in a garage. It ain't never been about the facility. So everybody uses this term, state-of-the-art facility. We have state-of-the-art this, state-of-the-art that, technology. You ain't got state-of-the-art people, it don't matter. So
true.
I didn't realize this. We had 3 sets of brothers that have made it to the league that we trained, right? First of all, the numbers are staggering in a sense. What's the chances of 3 brothers from the same household getting drafted, first of all? What's the chances of us being the people who work with them and training them, right? And then Steph made a good point to me. He's like, nah, Milo, it's real simple, bro. Like, all we did, we listened to you and Lil Bros followed. Just follow the blueprint. Just follow it. That's all it is. And that's what we've done. You know what I'm saying? Just do the work. I promise you.
That's all that matters.
I promise you. Just do
that's
the
all
work.
that matters. We getting ready to transition, man. We getting ready to talk about some of this good stuff. And then, Myron, we want you to tell us, I want to say the surprise and let everybody know at the end exactly, the new thing that we talked about. But go ahead, Cole.
Yeah,
what we got going on.
Let's go ahead and transition over. So we want to talk about this week 2 in the NFL, recap it a little bit. Out of all the games that you may have watched over the weekend, what game stood out most to you, or what teams, what players?
Who you starting with? You starting with Myron?
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga need to take a break, man. Motherfucker been talking.
No. Hey, Mom and the guy. Mom that's the order.
Go, Money Mo. Let Myron take a break, drink some water.
He ain't even get no water.
Get that nigga a water break, man.
We don't drink water.
Nah,
you talking about that last week? You said shit going
listen. Man, listen, we ain't talking about we gonna get to Baltimore in a second. Go ahead, Money Mo. Give my nigga a water break. Gonna have my nigga fit talking.
Hey, you get the order.
20 minutes.
Hey, this is his show today. This show today.
Right. The dude bro gonna make sure he's straight. Go, Money Mo.
Hey. I can't mess with old man. I can't. So, it's two teams that stood out to me in a bad way, man. Y'all know I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but I got to call it like I see it. Them up, they couldn't stop a nosebleed, man. I don't know if it's scheme or it's a little bit of scheme, and it's a little bit of players not being in the right position, and it's a little bit of I can't say heart because you never want to question somebody's heart in week 2, but that's what it looked like when I went back and looked at the game. The other team was the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, they should have paid Hassan Reddick, man. They don't really have a pass rush right now because you can double team Josh Sweat in the secondary. They got some young players in the secondary, so maybe they'll be better as the season goes on. But right now they look bad, man. Darnell Mooney, he gave the young kid Quinion Mitchell a class in how to run routes early on in the fourth quarter. Also, a little bit of scheme. If they going down the score like that with the time, you can't just play prevent defense and allow them to just run those routes on air. So those two teams stood out to me in a bad way, fellas.
They should have never been in that position, Money Mo. They should have never been in that position.
Get him,
Well,
Boom.
They should have never run the damn football, man.
Who you like, Boom? What you
Run the football. What you pay Saquon Barkley for? If you're not gonna run the football right then. Kellen Moore did the same dumb shit when he was with Dallas. Always wanted to throw the ball, man. Slim, if you got a Range Rover back there, man, give me that Range Rover, man. What's wrong with them?
You right.
They should have never been in that situation. I watched that. I was disgusted.
Well, since you said they're talking, what's your true recap? What you think?
I was out Philly. I was disgusted with Philly. Disgusted. I called my man Roy. I said, Roy, you better get them jokers out they back pedal a little bit faster next week.
Shout out to Roy Anderson. You need some help, brother. Bring me in, man. I ain't gonna charge you that much. Give me a chicken cheese steak, man, and we mess around, hit the strip, hit South Street.
I said, you got to get them.
Bring me in. Shout out
you got to get them boys out, man.
Roy Anderson, DB coach for the. Well, he the DB assistant DB coach.
Yeah, he's the DB coach. Now he's not the assistant. He's the DB coach.
Well, he's the DB coach for the Eagles. So shout out to our little brother Roy Anderson. Been in the league now for over 15 years. Luke.
Yeah. So
what game stood out to you, O?
It's simple, but Cincinnati Bengals, get rid of all of them. Trash. Every last one of them. They got one more game before I get rid of the team. I'm changing my squad. They got one more time, and I'm changing my squad.
Hold on. So after 3 losses,
they lost to Mahomes, man.
After 3 losses, that means you changed the team.
Listen, this is dead near and dear to my heart. I've been dealing with this shit since Marvin Lewis, brother. Since we was 1-14. I ain't no new Bengal fan. I'm an old Bengal fan. I'm old school. You hear me? But what I'm telling you is, you're right. We did lose. We did play more aggressive. But goddamn it, I'm tired of the little things. Number 33, you got them big ass earrings in your ear. That's probably why you couldn't stop your momentum into running it right now. Right now. If somebody was to throw that same pass, I guarantee I can go up and move to the side, swipe his arms down.
Right.
He got them big ass earrings in his ear and his chain all holding out. That's why his ass couldn't stop his momentum. Get his ass out of here. See, these new coaches different from the old school coach. I'm old school. Yeah. Get their ass out of here. That's what the coach told me. Coach Todd, whatever Sidwell, Seattle Seahawks. That Evans, get his ass out of here. Don't put him back in another goddamn 9-on-7 if he don't know what he's doing. Seattle Seahawks. And I never went back in because I didn't know what I was. Stand on that. I keep the buck. Yeah. Never went in another 9-on-7, and I was happy not to.
Right.
What you talking about?
Hey, Myron, we finally got back to you, Myron.
It's all good.
You? Hey, your little bro act like he don't know you. He don't know you different. You don't need no motherfucking water. Tell him, man.
Hey, look, we got 18 teams represented, right? So
yeah,
I watch. I just fan of the game, right? But I gotta tell it like it is. I think I'm gonna piggyback off Money Mo on the fact on that New Orleans game. I thought Dallas from the Cleveland game was able to win with their talent, playing at a certain intensity and physicality, being able to win, right? And that may have been I'm using levels. That may have been a level 6. And then the New Orleans team, they don't have a whole bunch of fanfare coming in reference to talent. Like Dallas got a bunch of all pros over there, man. You look at their roster, probably the most out of anybody in the league.
Yeah.
But then you never match New Orleans intensity and physicality. So their number was at 10, yours was still at 7. And there's no way to turn that back up. And I just thought they were out physical. I thought that comes from training camp. I will agree, system has a little bit to do with that in a sense. The system works when you're able to just whoop people when you want, but it always gets exposed when you play against people who play. Alvin Kamara, it was good to see him come back. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he got total focus.
He a dog. He a dog.
Going through all that, going through all those cases and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can see Carr ain't have no pressure in reference to there's no pressure on him doing anything. So he playing with house money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
if Parsons don't get there, if Parsons don't get there, then shit, they ain't getting there. What shit? What shit? Who you got, Cole?
Well, I think I was more impressed with the Falcons than disappointed in the Eagles. Just watching that team play, watch Cousins, how he was the general of that offense, and he spreading the ball around. He getting the ball to Mooney, Drake London, Bijan Robinson. Man, them boys playing some good ball. I mean, earlier in the preseason, we was talking about the Falcons, and most of us pretty much thought that we was going to get a Michael Penix sighting real soon. But if Kirk Cousins don't get injured, you're not going to see the young buck until maybe next season or a season after. But
with the Raiders.
Well, yeah, Cole, you saying that, Cole? But wait a minute, hold on, Cole.
What's up?
Hold on, Cole. Hold on. He looked good in that 2-minute offense when he was throwing that pill around because the first 2-3 quarters, Kirk Cousins did not look that good, brother. Come on, man.
It's how you finish, bro.
You damn right. You're 100% right. And so I understand that. But this is the recap of the roundtable of what we have learned thus far. So you should have said, well, thus far, the Kirk Cousins can run a hell of a 2-minute offense at the end of the fucking game. Don't sit there and tell me about no football, telling me this nigga did good, whole regular thing.
But at the end of the day, he 20 for 29, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns.
At the end of the day, so which other recap should be the Baltimore Ravens? What do you think about that?
I'm not going to talk about the Ravens today. We're not doing that.
At the end of the day, I had over 20 and a half completions though, so I was pissed off with him.
Yeah,
but I will say this.
The Baltimore Ravens was trash. Y'all lost. The Baltimore Ravens was trash.
Okay.
Next topic.
I'm not going to say it.
Next topic. What's the next topic? Where we going,
man? And my other team that I was surprised with, because nobody think after week 2 that the Steelers will be 2-0 on top of the AFC North division. Where everybody said that was going to be the toughest division in NFL, we would never thought that we'd see Ravens 0-2, Bengals 0-2, and Steelers at top at 2-0. We didn't foresee that at all.
I did. I
always
see the Bengals 0-2. That way you don't have no false, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good thing, hopes or whatever. So you got to, with the Bengals, you got to look at the glass half empty.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
That's what it is.
And then the last, and this is going to transition to the next question. My last team that I was impressed with is the Bills, because I think we all thought that they was going to take a step back, losing Stephon Diggs and losing some other weapons, and we was like, okay, now we're going to see what the quarterback is all about now. Now he don't really have no weapons. Let's see if he can make people better. Let's see if he can still perform at a high level. And so far, after 2 weeks, he's proven us wrong after they beat down the Dolphins in convincing fashion. And with saying that, let's transition over to you guys' reactions to Tua suffering his 3rd concussion. And what kind of advice would you give this man if that was your friend, your family, your teammate? So what's your thoughts on that? Start with you, Poon.
Listen. They said that man got $124 million that they can't get back. if I'm anybody around him, I'm like, son, you need to go ahead and get the hell out because you think about this shit as a 25-year-old. You don't know what it's like to be 45. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a and have all them hits. Like, and I ain't never had no concussion like Tua. You know what I'm saying? But I seen some jokers get knocked out like that, man. That shit's scary, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, think you got family to think about, your mom in the stands, your people, they got to see you, nigga, look half retarded on the ground and shit, hands, man. Fuck that game, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my 124 million. I'm gonna do some good in my community, man. I'll show up at the games with my jersey on, but
No.
it's a lot of life to live, man. You know what I'm saying? From the end of your playing days to the end of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the quality of life is important. It ain't a lot of people that get to walk away from this game, with all their faculties and their body intact. And so, that's a fine line. So I mean, you just look, it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that struggle with shit, you know what I'm saying, as they get older, you know what I mean? So my advice to Tua would be like, my man, go. If you want to go win an Olympic gold medal playing flag football. Go take that little nigga spot that was talking all that shit. Go play some flag. Wear one of them little, you know what I'm saying, safety helmets they be having on the flag, and go get your gold medal. So you got 124 million and a gold medal, and retire.
Hey, Mo Money, what's your thoughts on Tua?
Man, it's tough, man, because Myron was just talking about the amount of work it takes to be a pro, especially a pro quarterback, to get to that level, to be a first-round pick. That's tough to tell a person to walk away from their dreams. But at a certain point, man, if I'm somebody that love them and I'm in his circle, I gotta tell him to walk away. And it's not even about what I want; it's what his body's telling him to do. Whenever you can't take certain hits or you gotta compromise the way that you play the game, it's time to walk away. In my opinion, the reason you play football is because of the love of the game, but the second reason is the security that it provides your family. So you got the security. You can find the love of the game in other ways. You can be a quarterback coach. Hell, you can go be a coach. You can go back to the island. You can sponsor a team. But as far as your body and your mind and your cognitive reason, your body's telling you that this game is not for you. That would be my advice to him.
Yeah. Myron, what was your thoughts when you saw Tua get that third?
I got two parts to answer.
Mm-hmm.
One, people telling somebody to retire. If you ask any football player that has ever played this game, Hall of Famer, even the guys that's on this screen, right? Would they do it over again with all the issues and ailments that they have? Every last one of them would do it again.
Right. Yeah.
So you can't tell a 25-year-old to just stop playing because he had concussions. We was getting concussions before. It was guys getting concussions back in the day before it was a concussion. And I'm not saying that he should or shouldn't play. What I'm saying is that I find it odd that it's somebody older that's more mature that's not playing that could be quick to say you need to stop playing when you know damn well every player that gets hurt in the league, the first thing they think about is how they're gonna get back on the football field. That's what they be upset about. That's why guys be so passionate. They not. It's not the injury, man. How I'm gonna get back on this field? So I think that's one. The second thing, I think it's an issue, not just with Tua, but his training is the issue. His core strength, his lack of trap muscle, his lack of neck strength. Concussions come from the rattling of your brain stem. Okay, that means your brain stem is moving, right? A boxer, think Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. You got heavyweight boxers who take major blows to the head with no helmet, right? That aren't concussed because their neck is a shock absorber. Okay, it's like your neck is a pencil. Think of your neck as a pencil. Think of your head as the can.
Mm-hmm.
If I put one pencil in a can, that can gonna move around that pencil, right?
Right.
If I put 50 pencils in this can, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna
It
be
ain't gonna
sturdy.
move.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sturdy. So what has happened in his entire system, his off season is predicated on a whole bunch of injury prevention, quarterback drills, decent diet. He ain't strength training because he's a quarterback. People that are training him, I guarantee you, training him like he's a point guard, as if he shouldn't be doing certain lifts that another player is doing that takes on shot. Right? If you taking on shot, your body is armor. Muscle is your armor. That's what takes the shot. You're not walking around muscle. I guarantee you, his trapezius muscles, his shoulders, his neck is weakened. His core is weak. So everything is getting wrapped. He changed his training and he feels strong and the confidence to play. I think he should give it a shot to play. You know what I'm saying? If something happens after that, then I think he should walk from the game. But I think he needs to change his training. That's just me personally watching.
Yeah.
I see it. That's where most of these injuries come from.
Yeah. All right, that makes a lot of sense, Myron.
It does.
A lot of sense.
Yeah. No, remember back in the day, right? Remember back in the day when you opened up a media guide in the 90s, right? You know exactly what a football player looked like. You know he played football. How?
Right. That net.
Neck. You look at players today, they look like Kyrie Irving.
True.
Regardless of position. I'm serious.
Right.
Nobody got no muscles. Ain't nobody got no neck. They wearing all these little clothes. Nobody looks like football players anymore.
Right.
So it ain't all of a sudden the game changed. We had less technology, less equipment. We knew how to strike people. We were strong, and we had physical callus. They're not hitting enough, and they don't take on enough callus to contact. So then you get in the game, you want people running full speed into people who have not built the callus. And this is happening all the way from college to the league. They don't hit. So your body ain't ready for it.
Right.
You know, look at all the quarterbacks that played back in the day who should have concussion. Come on, man. Steve Young, all these dudes, they were strong.
Yeah.
Look at all the past quarterbacks. John Elway. What was the difference in John Elway and Tua? What's the difference in Randall Cunningham and Tua? What's the difference in Dan Marino and Tua? Dan Marino. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, we got to really look at the big picture. I'm telling you, where the game has changed, man. These dudes ain't strong, and they not training hard.
What you got, Paul? What you got, Cole? My bad, my bad, man.
Go ahead.
What you got, Cole?
Yeah. I mean, after listening,
I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go last on this one. It'll be very simple. My answer. Go ahead, Cole.
So I had my thoughts on it, and after listening to Myron, it kind of made me look at it in a different perspective. So let's just say if Tua doesn't get the training that he should have and get the strength that he needs to endure those hits, so he can last in the NFL. I think that with the information that we have about concussions now and what it does to people years after they retire, I think he should consider that. I think he should consider that he has a family, kids to raise, and it just seems like every time he gets touched, and even if the hit doesn't even look like it's an explosive hit, it seems like he's down for the count for a concussion. I mean, I thought the last concussion prior to this one, I said, dang, he should wrap it up. So after this hit, I was like, yeah, man, he should call it quits, because to me, from the outside looking in, it looks like it's going to continue to happen if he steps out on the field. But like to Myron's point, he can correct that if he gets the proper training. So
send him to 360, man. Tell him to come to us.
360 fit.
We'll change whole tour structure.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all see who this is? You see who that is? Y'all can read that.
Who's that? Leonidas?
You can read that.
Nah,
Look
we
here,
can't
man.
read.
Look here, man. Look, you see who it is. Leonidas. See who it is.
Man, choke, man.
Your merch. Look here.
Hey,
Football is, listen, man. Listen. Football, they had a piece of paper. They said, hey, look. Football sign-up sheet. Contact sport. You sign your name for the contact sport. Yeah, violence is going to happen. That's the problem, man. Anybody can play football now. Back in the day, I love the fact that they doing for the ladies and the young girls, flag football, that's awesome. But I'm talking about football, man. I'm talking about football. Listen, if Tua got opportunity, I would say, listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If I get to this last one, because of the hit, because it wasn't such a vicious hit, right? Listen, I'm gonna change my training. Now I ain't never put this out there on the No Cap Sports Show, nor did I talk about it with Myron. But since Myron brought it up, and we're gonna have him on the show, Chris Samuels. Chris Samuels had a neck injury prior to training with us out in Arizona. I'm not gonna say the other people's name, myself and some other people here, whatever. That whole off season, we worked. Traps, neck injury, top of the back, all kinds of stuff. And to this day, if you talk to him or you see him, he said, Omar, you guys saved my life. Because what happened, I don't know what would have happened if we wouldn't have took time at the end of every workout to focus on the little muscles, right? We worked on those little things, that opportunity, that became a big thing. Naturally, he had to retire, but he like, man, what if I wouldn't have did that? I got injured, and I worked, but what if I wouldn't have? Man, I could have been almost paralyzed. What I'm telling you is change your training. Yeah. Try something different because whatever it is that you're doing, it ain't working.
Right.
That don't mean I'm gonna leave the field. I ain't leaving the field. I was on the field. I'm gonna get carried off of the field. What you mean? Because it's some type of clause in the contract, Mapumi Massimo, that is if he got to be forced out to get the 100 and whatever it is. He get 45 or whatever or some whatever. So if I go have one more, I change my training. Now, would I come back this year? I hold all the cards. Nah. I'm going to go train with 365. I'm going to go train with Coach O. I'm going to go train with Kobe. I'm going to go train with this. I'm going to try something new because whatever it was I was doing, that shit ain't working. Okay? But I ain't leaving the game I love at 25. You talking right now, Pumi, Kobe, Money Mo, all us talking as 35 and up, whatever. We ain't talking about, I know Pumi. At 25 years old, you ain't leaving no football game. You ain't because it's about the competitiveness, man to man, more than it is about the money. And
one of the things I said, one of the things I first said was he thinking about it as a 25-year-old man and not what it's going to be like as a 45-year-old man.
As he should.
Right. As he should.
And me as the 40-year-old man going to say this. I'm 40. But at the end of the day, I know where you at, youngin. I know how you love the game.
And I get that, O. I get that, O. But what I'm saying is,
no money appreciate another man coming up to you and saying, God damn it, Pumi, Money, Mo, Kobe, you was a monster.
Hey, I'm with O. Hey, Pumi.
Hey, hold on.
Pumi, hold on, Pumi. I'm with O because listen, regardless of position, he made a good point. Man, once you sign up for this, man, you don't care about it. None of we was gonna willing to die on that field. Anybody who played this game at any level, that's what you willing to do.
What you talking about?
You are.
Listen.
You talking about,
listen.
No, you would.
Listen.
No, you would.
Listen to what I'm saying. I think the distinction we got here, guys, is a difference between an injury. Like you talking about, if we're coming back from an
I'm not talking
ACL.
about injury.
No, we're not
I'm
Hold
talking
talking
on,
about
about
let me
injury
finish.
for me.
Let me
no.
finish.
We
Let me
talking about
finish.
mindset.
Let me
We're
finish.
not gonna
I'm
let
not.
you finish.
I ain't even saying about what I'm.
Talk about injuries.
I'm not speaking to mindset. What I'm speaking to is the effects of multiple knee injuries, effects of multiple shoulders, what as opposed to the effects of multiple brain injuries. And what I'm saying is, as a 45-year-old man, I don't think Junior Seau made 45. I don't think what's my man name in from Philly. I don't think he made 45. So
Junior
that's what I'm.
Seau did more than what you will ever do, and when you get to 70, the fuck you talking about?
I'm
How
not
will you
saying he
live
did.
to 70 if I've done everything I wanted to or accomplished on this world today? The fuck are you talking about? We ain't all made to, the best people ain't made to live to 65 or 70. If I
I'm
lived a
not.
beautiful life for 40, if I lived a beautiful life for 35, money mountain,
Oh,
I've done
it
everything I
don't matter what
could.
life
I
you
set
live.
my kids
The
up.
people that love you don't want to see you eat the barrel of a shotgun, though.
The people
If
that
Junior
love me,
Seau died by a heart attack, he died by a heart attack. I'm talking about these jokers getting head injuries and then blowing their head off. You know what I'm saying? Shooting themselves in the chest.
and listen,
That's what I'm
man.
saying.
The people
Like
that
it's
love
long
me
term
gonna love
effects
me.
to shit.
The
Oh,
people that love me gonna love me for what I stood, what I signed up for. And this is what
you
I signed
signed
up
up for it.
for. It
And the
was
people that can
$10,000.
love you can still say,
It
I
was
don't want to see you kill
$10,000
yourself.
starting.
Hey, Pull,
It
hey,
was
Pull me, hey, Pull
10,000
me,
starting.
hey, Pull me,
300
hey,
went to the
Pull me,
hot
hey, Pull
gate.
me, hey, Pull me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate to make it about numbers, but if you
Get
really
out of
think
here,
about it,
man.
make it about numbers because this the thing you don't realize too. All these things that you can sustain in football, you can sustain at any level. It ain't got to be the NFL. I can
Yeah,
sustain the same injury in high school. So all you're dealing with is sheer numbers, right? If you put football players from high school to college and the NFL on the street, just as sheer numbers, right? Out of the numbers itself, you're going to have somebody with some mental issue or suicidal thoughts. You are. It is what it is, right? So, and I'm not saying, I'm not,
Nah.
and a lot of times we get caught up into small casualties of those circumstances and not look at the totality of the entire numbers on how many kids play football.
Yeah.
You can get the same injury in high school you can get in the NFL, and they ain't getting
absolutely.
paid. So all my point is that at the end of the day, to O's point, man, when you sign up for this, it don't matter. You gang.
That's
You
all I'm
in?
saying.
And
That's
to
all I'm saying. If I
so
signed up,
to my point, what I'm saying is, and I can say as a 45-year-old, so where I can say now, I look at myself and I look at how I struggle now with my mental acuity that decreases with every year. That I sit and I'm like, damn, like I have problems shit, like right now, just coming up with words I know. And I'm like, damn, I'm one of the smartest motherfuckers that I know, regardless. So it's shit that I see now, I'm like, damn, these are definitely, and my doctor said, yeah, it's probably some effects of playing football. So my shit, and I said, I ain't
Man,
never
your
had no
doctor don't know
concussions.
nothing. Get your ass to 360. Man,
I ain't never
Hold
had
on.
no
I'm
This
your
is
concussions
what I
like
doctor.
say.
I'm your
This
him.
is
doctor.
what I
I'm
So
your
say.
new
This is what I
doctor.
say. Hold on. Hold
go
on.
Man,
ahead,
Hold
I'm
on.
your
bro.
new
This is
doctor,
what I
man.
say.
Go.
All of y'all make great points. I mean, to Myron and Old Dog point, as an athlete, a warrior, there's no way you're going to take yourself off the field at 25 years old or whatever, at the prime of your career. You're going to keep going. No matter what the risks are, you're going to take that risk. But to Pumi point, I get what you're saying, but that's when that comes to the people around you. You know what I mean?
right.
Because if you leave it in the athlete's hand, 10
He
times
not
out of
going. That's
10,
all I'm saying.
10 times
Right.
out of 10, we running through that
That's
fucking
what I'm saying.
wall.
Somebody need to tell them.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what? And we can change. We can move on to the next topic after this. Whatever. What they should do, fellas, and I think we all can agree on this. What they should do is have. Listen. If you have this many concussions within this period of time, then no matter what, you got to
Take it
go.
out their hands. Take it
Yeah.
out
You
their
got to go.
hands.
You got to take it out there because
Yeah.
there's no way possible you're going to tell me to leave. I
Yeah.
will
Right.
leave for 6-7 months, but then I'm gonna try to get the training. Now, if I go train with 360 Fit, if I go train with Coach O, if I go train with Pumi chicken cheese steak off of New York Avenue, whatever where we get the cheese steaks from. If I go to that cheese steak training facility, and the stuff still ain't working. In my next one, I say, look, I make a promise with you guys. If I have one more severe concussion, I'm done. Right? Or you make it a mandated thing where, listen, if you have so many concussions, it doesn't matter. Money Mo, that's what I'm saying. You got to take it. You got to take it out of that 24, that 25-year-old kid. So that's why I say, because I'm Omar. I don't give a fuck of how I'm walking around. Yeah. If my kids are straight, my wife is good, whatever, nigga. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. That's what I signed up for.
Right.
That's what I signed up for, to play football. And that's what it is. Yeah, 140 million, 40. He already got 40 something, whatever. So whether he getting 40, he got the 40 guaranteed, or if he get the 100, yeah, he would love the 100. Yeah, he would love to walk away. But we talking as 40-year-olds. We ain't talking about as a 25, 23, 26-year-old competitive person. And it's a big
right.
Yeah, that great point, old dog. And old kept referencing 300. I think it was a part in the movie where the Queen said, "Come back with your shield or
on it."
Come on, man. They on the shield. Look, that's the shield. What do you want? Look, that's the shield.
That's the shield.
Hey, what is your profession? What is your profession?
That's right. Listen. Look. Hey, fellas. I don't know if y'all was talking. Listen, when Pumi was talking, I kept saying he's a potter. He's a chef. He's a cook. He's a cook, man. He's a cook, man. He not going out to battle with his money. Pumi, man, making chicken cheese steaks for us, and they banging lamb. We have all kinds of lamb chops, everything.
Don't let him do that, Pooh.
Hey, listen. Hey, I ain't never got to worry about that.
Hey, old friend. Can you see we brought more soldiers than you did?
I ain't never, and the numbers ain't never made me back down from shit. The numbers ain't never made a difference to me.
That's right. So I don't know why you acting brand new, talking about, yeah, I'm 40 and I've got, man, when you was 20, you ain't remember something.
Hey, listen. And the bad thing is, to Myron's point, I would do all this shit again.
Right.
Even though I know the effects, I would do it again because I love to play.
That's right.
But even saying, like I said, I never had no shit that was as scary as what you call it had. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody made great points. Everybody made great points. And hopefully he does have somebody in his corner. But like he already said, I'm coming back. So next time, let's go, Coach.
That's fair. Hey, that was a great discussion, fellas. Hey, look, we ran out of time now, but I want you to leave our viewers and listeners with some parting words.
Hey, Myron, before you do that one time, I just got to say, this is the second week in a row Kobe tried to talk the time out and not talk about his team losing and Florida State 0-3. Go ahead, Myron.
Yeah, he a Baltimore Ravens fan, Myron. So he every trip he always he tap out before we get to talk about it. But don't worry about that. We'll
and Florida State 0-3 too.
Yeah, it's all good.
Right.
But Myron, not only tell them with some parting words, tell them a little bit about the surprise that you have. Or if they don't know, tell them about, you know what I'm saying, what you got coming up here, and we'll be opening up soon.
Yes, sir.
Before we get out of here.
We are. It's been a long time coming. It's old nose. It's been a long time vision of mine. We're having the opportunity to partner with two of my best friends to build a 40,000 square foot fitness and sports performance facility in Burtonsville, Maryland, just outside of Silver Spring, Maryland, right up the street from the community that I'm from, where I went to high school. My partners are Jason McScurry, David Vanderpool, all Blair graduates, Montgomery County.
Shout out to them.
And they're my brothers, but then also we all went through our own struggles and growth in our own respective fields to come together to do this in a sense too. So it's a long time coming in a sense, and this is something we want to bring this vision to everybody. We're building this facility. It's going to have everything. It's going to be unique in a sense. It's not going to be like the traditional gym. We're creating a whole brand new concept with this thing, man. We're going to have pickleball in there, basketball. We're having recovery for general fitness clients, because we need to teach everybody recovery is important, not just because you're an athlete. Food, so we're gonna have cryo, we're gonna have infrared saunas, hot tub, cold tub. We're doing boxing, we're doing spinning, we're doing signature group exercise classes, of course. HIIT, we got outdoor turf, we got full mezzanine, bunch of recovery, sleep combs, massage chairs, your general fitness stuff as well. So juice bar, small retail area. We're right next door to Sprouts. Also, Jason is building a sports social bar and eating facility down right in the same shopping center called Off the Grid. So it kind of be a good social setting for us, for players to come in when they come into town to come and train. But again, just bringing the community together, man. This will be something different, unique concept. We're merging fitness, we're fusing fitness with sports performance. So we want to be able to work with anybody from your sedentary senior and you all the way up to your NFL, NBA client. So we want the mom, we want the dad, we want the brother, we want the sister, we want everybody doing something. We don't want moms watching their child work out. No, you do something too for you, while your daughter's doing something, while your son is doing something. So now when you leave, you want to get something healthy to eat. We want to create this environment. We also want to create like a social, more of a social networking and business environment in a gym. Most times in gyms, you can't, it's hard to judge people. You don't know what anybody does, but we want to bridge the gap with business. We want people's health to increase. We want them to be able to say, since I've been a member, my business has increased 1,000%. My cholesterols went down, my blood pressures went down, my body fat percentages went down, and my business has increased. So, look, it's going to be fun, from the music to the feng shui to the smell. It's going to be totally different, unique, man. You guys will be up, fortunately, and hopefully in December. Definitely doing a grand opening for the New Year's for everybody, man. It'll be something different. You guys can see.
Yeah,
man,
you gotta invite us out.
It's a long time coming.
Yeah, we come out and support, man. Have interview people and all that stuff. So you let us know when the opening is happening, and it's all love. You already know, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on the show, man. Kobe, get us out of here, bro.
Yeah, hey Myron, this was an excellent interview. Thank you for showing love to the show. I know our viewers and listeners love this interview. Hey, you welcome back anytime you want, family.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all, boys, man. Love y'all.
Yes,
you already know. Salute, bro.
All love, buddy.
Hey, Pony, call me, man. Pony, call me, man.
I will.
Hey, respect and honor, man. Chicken cheese, respect and honor. Everybody.
Yes, sir. Until next week, salute.
25,000. Appreciate y'all.
25,000.
Big Mom McCoy.
All right.
All right, bro.